Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can service your Mini Cooper S R56. So to start the service, what you want to do is you want to start by draining the oil. So jack up the car at the front or all the way around if you prefer, and then loosen up this sump plug. I'm using a little Allen key. I'll get the size up on the screen now. Be careful because the oil might be a little bit warm to the touch, so just be careful and make sure you wear some gloves as well whilst you're doing this. So when your plug is out, just make sure it doesn't block off the hole on your drain pan, or else the oil will overflow and it will go everywhere. So luckily mine didn't. I didn't actually think of that until afterwards, but mine didn't. But it has happened in the past where the drain plug has blocked the hole for the oil to drip into. So just be careful with that. So once the oil is finished draining, go ahead and install your sump plug again. Make sure to replace the crush washer, but I've gone and replaced both anyway, the sump plug and the washer. And this doesn't need to be done up tight at all, so don't over tighten it, or else you'll just make it a pain in the ass for the next time you do it or the next person who does it. Once you're satisfied that your sump plug is all tightened down, go ahead and spray some brake cleaner just to wipe off all the excess oil, just so you don't have any dripping down when you come to check for leaks later. So once the oil is drained and the sump plug is back on, locate your oil filter, it's just down there. So you will need to remove the coolant reservoir via this 1 8mm bolt here, and then it just clips off as well. When you lift it up, try not to put too much stress on the coolant hoses. And there it is. So you just got to use a 27mm socket to get that off. So now that the old filter has been removed from the car, just remove it from the little holder it's in, and then wipe the holder, just making sure everything's all clean so you can install the new one. So now you need to remove the old O-ring. I'll just use my spark plug gapping tool just to get the old one off, but you can use a 90-degree pick as well. Just any tool that makes it easier for you to get it off. So now you need to fit your new O-ring. It is a little bit difficult to get this on, but it will go in there eventually, so you just got to persevere with it. So now that the O-ring is on, just get a little bit of oil and just wipe it all around the O-ring, just so it creates a better seal. You don't necessarily have to do this, but like I said, it just creates a better seal, and it's just good practice to do anyway. Now you can just click in your new filter, it doesn't matter which way it goes in. Now when you install it back into the car, do it up really slowly, you could roll the O-ring, and only do it up hand tight. So now you can start pouring in your oil. I'm using 5W40 oil and it takes about 4.2 litres, but when I got to about 3.8 I started topping it up accordingly and looking at the dipstick to see how much more it needed. Once the oil is all topped up, just go underneath and make sure that you can see no leaks. And that is your oil done. Now we're going to move on to spark plugs. So to get to the spark plugs, just lift up this tab and then it unplugs the coil wire. And then you just pull the coil out of each hole. Sometimes these can be a little bit difficult to remove, so just gently pry them off, start wiggling them around just to loosen them up a bit, and they will eventually give. So once it's removed, just go ahead and set it to one side, and then you can go and start removing the spark plug. So you have to make sure you're using a slim 14mm socket, because a thicker socket won't go down there. So I'll list in the description where you can get this thinner socket. And yeah, just start removing the spark plugs. So start by screwing it in really slowly. This is so you can feel if the threads are crossing or not. And then when it starts to bite, you can then use your ratchet. But don't over tighten it, as you will need to torque these up to a specific setting. So now we can move on to replacing the air filter. So to start, we just want to remove these 4 screws. Fuck's sake. So luckily I have one of these magnet tools to retrieve that screw. I will link in the description where you can actually get one of these, as they are really handy, especially if you drop screws down the engine often like I do. So now we need to undo this hose clamp, disconnect the pipes, and then we can lift off the box to reveal the air filter. To remove the old one, just get a flat blade screwdriver and just pry it out. So the new filter just fits in nice and snug. Just press it in and make sure it's all flat, and then once you're happy, just install the top again. So this is me now coming back to torque up my spark plugs. So you want to torque these up to 24 Newton meters, or about 17 foot-pounds. Now I'd like to take a moment to give you this discount code where you can get 10% off these awesome car sprays from the Car Bakery. The Car Bakery has many different scents for your car, such as Cherry Bakewell, French Vanilla Frappe, Oreo Donut, and many more. So if you have a sweet tooth and you're looking for a new scent to sweeten up the interior of your car, check out Car Bakery in the link below and use my code to get 10% off. My discount code is JB_UNOS. So be sure to check out the Car Bakery, and again use my code to get 10% off your order. So that is how you perform a service on your Mini Cooper S R56. If you enjoyed this video or this video helped, please leave a like and I'll see you in the next video.